All right, good morning, cyber traders. Can I get a little chat back if everybody can hear me okay? Just want to do a quick audio check. Good to see you, Robert. See, he's been asking some questions. Good to see you, Robert. Let me just change the webcam up and running. All right, there we go. All right, perfect. All right, good to see you, David. Welcome. Thank you very much. Everyone else can hear okay? Tim, good to see you all. All good on your part? All right, good, good, good. All right, well, let's get moving forward, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming here. I'm going to be talking about how to trade the next big short squeeze. Have ever you guys been following me on social media, on YouTube, or regarding all the other financial stations? We're going to talk a little about exactly some of these things that are moving. We posted the link right there now. If you have not subscribed, please like us, friend us, click on it now because we post videos and training videos every day. And listen, the more you listen, the more you know what's going on, the better fighting chance you have in trading. Listen, it's not about making money. It's about staying in business and trading. It's a great job. I'm going to tell you how it works. But what people don't realize, it's not about listening to somebody on the other end telling you this looks good. This is why I'm buying this, buying that. What you need to understand is exactly how to think for yourself. And that's what trading is all about. All right, so let me just change the slide here really quick. A little disclosure, just letting you know I am only doing this for educational purposes. I'm not making any guarantees or promises and you're going to be a millionaire. I'm not going to show off some fancy cars or big stacks of cash, okay? It varies from student to student. All I can say, there is a very high risk in trading, so please be very smart before you go out there and make an investment in the market because there is very high risk in it. Now, let's go right to the live markets. I want to talk about what's moving. I want to show you a couple of videos, and then I'm going to educate you why we're actually trading the way we trade and why 90% of traders lose money in the market. So there were a couple of good stocks that had some pretty good moves today. And I want to start off and bring over the execution system. Now, did anybody see this stock right here up about 200%, LSDI? Anyone see this stock right here? Started in pre-market, went around 70 cents, went to about $2.10. Anybody see this stock? Anybody trade it? I know I got a bunch of people in here I didn't hear from. Jeff, did you look at it? John, what about you? Let me know if you guys were in watching it. That's okay. Just be honest. If you're in it, you saw it, you heard about it. No? All right, how about this? There was another one that was pretty good. I was actually, did anybody come and watch me on, I was just on Benzinga just about an hour ago. Did you guys see the NGNI? And they saw this stock right here? Who came from Benzinga? Just give me a train. I don't know if anyone came in there. Anyone saw this stock? All right, I was on around 10 o'clock, and I was mentioning that the stock had a big resistance levels right around here, around 1236. Even though you missed this big run up, ran from $10 to 12, you could see where it is now. I mean, let's do the math. When I got off the mic on Benzinga for people that were there, the stock was hovering around 1217. And hopefully, Chris, you could vouch me for that, okay? Do you know what the difference is from, let's just use simple math. Do you know what $12.20 minus $12.80 equals? All right, let me get my calculator here. So $12.20 minus $12.80, because that's the difference, how much it went up, okay? That's about 60 cents. Times that by 1,000 shares, okay? It's not minus 600, it'd be plus. So that's about $600. $600 times, and let me clear this out so it will make more sense. 600 times 600 times 5 days a week is about $3,000, right? Right? Is that right? Hold on. 600 times 5, yep, equals 3,000 times 52 weeks. I mean, that's not a bad salary, right? Not bad. Who's not happy with that? Okay. And that's just one of them. And let me tell you, there's a lot of the stocks that moved today. That was just a few of them that we were covering. There was also this one right now is moving pretty well. ASTS. Look at this stock. Very inexpensive stock. I know you can afford it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. $3 stock. Went from literally 370. Still going higher, by the way. Now, can anyone just answer this question? Because This is what's going to kind of let you know why you're here and what I'm going to teach you how to trade. Does anybody know why these stocks are going up or going down? Anybody know why? Why are they going up or going down? If you cannot answer this question, I'm going to do the biggest favor for you. Quit trading. If you can't answer this question, listen, nobody can read anybody's chat. Nobody's going to pick on anybody. You are here not to learn how to make money. You are here to stop losing it. And that's why people go out there and learn. Listen, why do you go to the doctor? Because you're healthy? No, you go in there because you're sick. Okay. Why are you going to the gym? Why most people are going to the gym? You think because, oh, genetically they're just in great shape? No, they're there to keep in shape, or maybe some of us trying to lose some weight. So the answer is, thank you very much, Robert, Fred, Matt, Coons, I didn't hear from you. Larry, I didn't hear from you. Lewis, I didn't hear from you. Please don't let me call you out, because I have a passion to teach people how to trade, and I hate people losing money. Okay. So the answer is everyone here is right. And not Alexis is saying a short squeeze, high short interest. No, the way things go up and go down, buying and selling, supply and demand. And that's what we're going to cover. So if you're here to learn about supply and demand, that's what we're going to cover. So this is what we're going to talk about: how to follow the big money, what tools you need, best times to trade, how to become a very better world round, big round trader, how to mainly swing trade, and also how they turn into options trade. All these big things we're going to cover, with some of them that you've been trying to do but haven't figured it out. Well, hopefully today I'm going to change everything, because that's why I've been doing it for over 30 years and have been featured in some of the biggest news stations in the industry, because these companies know that if you know how to trade, if you do well, everybody does well. They don't do well if you fail, because guess what? They don't want people out of business. They want people in business. And that's what trading is all about. Now, I've been doing this for 30 years. I'm probably going to be the oldest person that you met in this industry. I know some of you are a lot older than me, but I've been doing this every single day. And I know for a fact that if everyone did their homework, you probably would never hear someone in the business for 30 years and has the longest running educational school and has a 5-star rating on Google, endorsed by every brokerage firm. And you're probably going to wonder why that is. Well, that's what you're going to learn within the next 30 minutes, because I'm going to invite every single one of you to come into my live trading room, and you're going to see people just like you, how we taught them how to think for themselves. But before I waste anybody's time, let me show you our strategy. Let me show you what you're doing opposite, and what you've been taught in the past and why that was not working, or how could you enhance it? Because that's what trading is all about. So the big thing is that what we do is we teach our students how to follow the big money. Now, how do I know that? Because I live here in New York. I was a market maker. I was trained by some of the best traders in the world. The reason why I don't do it anymore, because I don't want to split the profits with them. That's the reason why. But the thing is, I am looking for traders that I could train that could be part of my team. So if you're somebody here that's looking to be part of a team, looking to be part of a group, wants to learn how to trade and how to follow the money, you're in the right place. Let's talk a little quick about GameStop. Now, who here knows what was going on with GameStop? Anybody here know? Anyone here was following the news on the GameStop? Should have, if you've been following any news company or any social media, whatever it is. All right. So GameStop, you could see here. I want to point this out. Now, this is very important. You could see here at in an afternoon, the stock ran from $16 to $18. Now, this is before anyone even knew what was going on with GameStop. All right. Then you could see when we had that big move right here. Then it ran to 35. Then the next day it ran to 45. Then it ran to 80. Okay. Now, what I want to do, and not only that, but AMC did the same thing. AMC ran from 350 up to $6 in 2 days, up 320%. And then it ran all the way to $13. All right. Now, this is what I call David versus Goliath. Okay. Reddit stocks versus Wall Street. Obviously, the big person behind the reason for the big rally that we had, if you guys have been following, and, not that you have to be on any of these websites, but, who actually ran it? How did it get there? Maybe you heard of Mr. Kitty, you know, that is the big person behind it. They made a movie about it. But what I want to show you is this. Some of these stocks go up really, really fast. Some of them you can handle, some of you don't. But there are these stocks every single day. So what I want to do is I'm going to show you a quick video. All right. Now, right there is the link. Okay. And I'm going to go into my YouTube channel. Now, hopefully everybody here is subscribed to our YouTube channel. And I want you to watch this video that I just posted. It actually was one of the biggest ones that we had that most action in it. I want to watch these two videos. These are shorts. Okay. They're about 50 seconds long. So watch very carefully. All right.
I think it's interesting, and that stock is GameStop.
Looks like Ron Kitty's back in play with GameStop. 8 o'clock this morning. It already started right around $23. You can see it right there. But the stock all of a sudden shot up, shot down, short squeeze, and it closed all the way up at 36. But why did it go up and come crashing down? If you notice all these blank spots right here, the stock got halted over several times up until about 10 o'clock. But why did it get halted so many times? Big orders came in from $24, shot all the way up to 36. The question is, how long has it been going on for? You can see right around a second, the stock was right around $11.
So right here is what I want to show you. Right here, you could notice that this is called a Fausto flag. And we've been watching the stock, and you're going to see in the next moment, we're going to show you that we've been watching and trading the stock already before the news was even out. Okay, watch the video.
And it obviously had a big run up all week last week up to 17, and today was really the big run. On the third, we noticed some really weird activity going on.
Right there, you could see that there's the actual stocks, the symbols that we had. That was our watch list. That was on the third.
We started posting on our trading room. But how did we know it was going up as day traders? Order all filled. Can this be another GameStop run like last time? That's why you got to join us tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. here live at Cyber Trading University.
So that was the video that I posted about 4 or 5 days ago. And then I just posted a new one. I want you to watch this one too. All right. So
license and registration, please.
Sorry about that. So let me click over here in the shorts. I want to show you this last video because this is another one that leads into it. And I want to make another one today because when it comes to trading, fellow traders, you have to learn why these things are going up and going down. I'm going to show you how they did it and how you could find it in future times. Let's watch this last video right here.
I've never seen anything like it.
Holy retail traders always lose.
Do you have a minute?
Oh, you definitely have a minute, and that's why you want to watch what I'm going to show you. In that GameStop started trending down. You could see in pre-market, all of a sudden these orders came out when program trading kicked in at 9:30. Let's look at these orders at $80, $250,000, 130,000, 180,000 at 60. But it not only was GameStop, it was also an AMC going lower. After we had this big run from 250 and we shot to 12, it just keeps going lower and lower and lower. Look at all these orders at AMC, 160,000, $250,000. Can there be a bounce and bounce back up like it did last time? I don't know about that, but right around here at 560, there was a 700,000 share seller, and he kept laddering down.
So if you look at that trade right there, okay, that was a 700,000 share seller. Now let's see if everybody remembers. Do you know what that number was? How much? What price that was at? It was at 560. Okay, I want to show you where AMC is right now. AMC right now dropped to a low of 460. Regardless that it went to 12. Now, let me tell you why all of you need to be, if you want to be a successful trader, you want to know how to play the game and stop worrying about the past, let's think about this for a second. How many of you here would make better and smarter trading decisions if you were able to see the 700,000 share sellers out there or buyers? Give me a yes or no. Because think about it. 700,000. And I'm going to get my calculator and I want to add this up for you. 700,000 times $5.60 equals about $3.9 million are looking to be sold at that specific number. Now, would you want to own a stock knowing that you got 700,000 shares looking to be sold? I mean, like, think about that for a second. It's like, of course, it makes common sense. This is why 90% of the traders fail. So what I want to do is I want to show everyone here exactly how we actually trade today's markets. Okay. So now what I need, hopefully did I get everyone's attention now? Because this is where you're going to see why I'm going to show you that this happens every single day on every single stock. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask everyone here, what stock are you in? And we're going to go find out the orders. And you're going to now start to think about it. Do I want to really be in that stock and own it where there's these big high frequency trades trying to get out? I don't think so, because it's okay. You don't have to be a leader. You got to be a follower, because we're just trying to get the crumbs on the floor. Now, can history repeat itself on GameStop? Well, we knew that going back then, what happened, but what happens every day, what happened in GameStop or AMC happens every day today. Okay. All it comes down to is following the orders. So here at CyberTrade University, we have a couple of rules. Okay. And the rules are, I don't know what kind of trader you are. By the way, maybe we could do a poll. Do I have access to the polls? No, I don't. I don't know why I never have access to the polls. There we go. Thank you very much for sharing that. Could everyone just tell me, what kind of trader are you? Are you a stock trader, an options trader, a Forex trader, an investor, a crypto trader? Let's see how everyone answers this question. And I'm going to share the results. Always pretty cool to get a poll, right? So you guys are filling that out. Now, as you're filling that out, let me let you know what I am. I'm an actual day trader. Ooh, day traders all lose their money. Yeah, okay. That's a misconception. The reason why people think day trading is dangerous is because they're not day trading. Okay, they convert day trades into swing trades, to options trades, and everything else. That's how they get themselves in trouble. So if you want to be a very good swing trader, you want to be a good investor, you want to manage your IRAs and stuff like that. Well, how are you going to do that without knowing what's happening over the course of the day? I mean, the Dow Jones right now is literally 30 points away from hitting 40,000. You know how many people I talk about, oh, the market's going to crash when it moves at 30,000. Yeah, really had that work out for you. All right. So I'm not here to kind of debate and tell you when it's going to crash, how it's going to crash, whatever it is. I don't care. All I care about is I know before anyone else knows, and I could teach you how to do that too, is because it all happens over the course of the day. So this is where it comes out. I'm going to share the results, and you could see that, wow, we have a lot of stock traders. Actually, I have quite a few options traders. Let me explain something to you about options. Options is the most risky of risky. Okay. I trade options, but it's not my to-go trade. Okay. I know people like it because of the leverage. I know there are people have all these new strategies behind it, but let me tell you, you want to be a good options trader? Do you know what makes an option move? The movement of the stock. So let me give you a little advice for option traders out there. You should be a good stock trader first if you want to be a good options trader. Because if you're not a good options trader, that means you don't know how to trade the stock. Just remember, when the stock moves, the option moves second. Sometimes you don't got to trade the option. And that's one of the mistakes that people make. All right. So guess what happened with GameStop after that? Buy on rumor, sell on news, stock goes up. Boom, now we have a crash. That's what happens. That's what happens when you trade things that are very, very active. Now, I know some people are looking at it like, well, I would never trade that stock anyway. It's too volatile. You know what? There's so many of them out there that do that every day. Every day. You don't think it happened with Netflix? Okay. You don't think it happened with Tesla? You don't think it happened with, NVIDIA? They do it on every single stock. Okay. You just got to know that last week's flavor is not this week's flavor. Every time things change. And that's what trading comes in. So let me talk about the tools that we use and how to be very consistent in today's markets. So these are the tools that we teach here in our toolbox at CyberTrade University. So basically, keeping it very simple, we just use a scanner to see what's moving, the most active stocks in the market. We keep a chart, very simple, no indicators, because I'm not looking to be an analyst. And number three, we use something called level 3 quotes, which I'm going to show all of you where to get it, which is kind of going to show us where the orders are. So let me start off with something called level 2. All right. So does anyone here have level 2 quotes? Actually, let's put a poll out there. Let's put a poll. Let's see if everybody could let me know. Does everyone have level 3 quotes? Let me start off with that. Yes, no, I'm not sure. Let's do that. See how everybody answers that. Now, while you guys are answering this, let me get my crayons out here and let me show you what I got over here. All right. So, yeah, oh, there we go. All right. So these are our buyers and these are our sellers. That's the bid. That's the ask. You got 3 columns, 1, 2, and 3. So the first column is a 4-letter abbreviation of a brokerage firm or an exchange, like Archipelago and your NASDAQ market, you know, the Chicago, whatever it is. The second column tells you the price that that stock is trading at that exchange. And the third column is telling you how many shares are looking to be bought at that exchange. Now, the problem with this is this. We don't know who's buying it. We don't know who's selling it. It's only showing me the best buyer and the best seller. It's not showing me all the buyers and sellers. So I kind of really don't know who's really out there doing it. So let me clear this out. And let me show you what we got going on over here. I'm gonna end the poll. I'm gonna share the results. Now, I want you to look at the statistics there. 70% do not have level 3 quotes. You probably have level 2 quotes because a brokerage firm gives it to you. Some of you are not sure, so I'll take that as a no. So remember what I told you, trading is over an 80% failure rate. Now, why would you get in a business where you're like 80% of the failure rate? That's like getting in the restaurant business, okay? So yeah, you hear people do great in restaurant business, but 80% of them lose money. Why would you even be in this business, right? It's the dumbest thing in the world for you. But you are here. And you're here because you know people do make money doing it. Do you know the most richest people in the world is not Bezos? Okay? It's not, Bezos is one person. The richest industry, the richest people in a whole in the industry are in finance. Okay? If you look at the top 100 billionaires, okay, majority of them are in finance. That's why you're in this business. Your goal is to know, hey, I'm not looking to be a billionaire. I'm just looking to pay my bills and, you know, enjoy life and whatever. So let me explain to you how things work. What you're looking at right here is called NASDAQ Book Viewer. Okay. This is, I call level 3. Now, when I started back when I was 22 years old, I'm actually 52 now. Man, 30 years, it goes fast, but it feels like yesterday. When I was introduced this, all I said, and I said from that day on, that if I meet anybody trading, you are wasting your time in trading unless you are trading like the big boys are. Why would you even consider trading without having this? So let me explain to you what we're looking at right here. When I started, you had to be licensed. You had to work for a brokerage firm. You had to split the profits back then. Today, that doesn't happen. Today, with today's rules, you could trade your own money with you. You have the freedom to do what you want, okay? You have the access to have a seat on the exchange. Why would you not want that? So, listen, that's one of the things I can never understand when I do presentations, when I tell people this, like, why you're in the industry. Why would you not want to, know what's going on in the industry, in the market that you're trading in? You have an access to the seat on the exchange. Why don't you want it? And let me explain to you what I'm about to show you. This actually is going to tell you every single order that is trading in a specific stock. Like right now, we're looking at the NASDAQ exchange. NASDAQ actually controls about 50% of the volume of every single stock out there. Now, there are other exchanges out there too, like the New York, the CBOE, there's ECNs out there, but you have access to see 50% of the volume of a stock that you're in. Give me a stock. Anyone just give me any stock out there. Anyone in a stock right now? Give me a stock. Tesla. Okay. So we're looking at Tesla right now. Tesla is trading at 175. Okay. Now, did you know that there are only people looking to buy 100 shares and 50 shares? Right? And you're like, really? Like, that sounds like a waste. All right. Well, how about this? I'm going to eliminate all these 100 shares. I want to show everything above 1,000. Now, all of a sudden, you'll see, oh, there's a 10,000 share buyer here at 174. You got 300 orders that make up 6,000 at 173. You got 495 orders out there. That could be you. It could be, who's that? Gerard. It could be you. That make up the 24,000 at 172. So now what you're looking at every single order out there. I'll do another one. FFR Fury. Okay, look at Fury. 400,000 share seller at $1.50, right? I mean, 234,000 at 168. Did you know that, Larry? Think about it. Let me bring up the chart. Fury, right? FFIR. Oops, spelled it wrong. FFRE. There we go. Look at the chart right here. Where's the high? 150, right? Where are your sellers? Oh my God, 340,000 at 150. That's kind of odd. Is that a coincidence? Is that a coincidence that the biggest seller, where the stock just hit and came right back down to 140, there's a bit 400,000 share seller out there? Did I get everyone's attention yet? Are you guys following along? Okay, just give me a yes or no. Good. Mike, Bill, Jeff, Tim, perfect. All right. Now, let me tell you how things work. All right. So it works on every stock. And remember, this is not the Fausto software. Okay. This is not the Cyber Training University, indicator. This is directly through the exchange. You have access to buy a seat on the exchange. All right. And I'm going to tell you, and it's going to blow your mind when we start going through this a little bit more. Look at this example right here. Stock CCC goes up. All of a sudden, it hovers right around here at this number, whatever it is, 420. And then it hit it. Once it broke it, you could see there was 177,000 share seller, and it never wanted to go past once it broke it, and it shot up to $6 like that. Why was that? Because that buyers made that support. Look at the resistance levels. This stock went from Lyft, the car sharing that you guys go on. Stock goes from 1730 at 930, and then all of a sudden, right around 950, it hits this resistance at 1840, and it comes back down to 1780. Why did it hit resistance levels there? Maybe it could have been a previous resistance. No, it's because there was a big seller of 119,000 share seller out there. Listen, 500 shares, 1,000 shares, 4,000, 5,000, 119,000. What more do you need to explain out there? Wondering, because if you didn't know that order was out there and you got caught holding the bag, guess what? You know what? You ever play that game Hot Potato? Okay. It's not fun. Boom. Goes from 1840 right down to 1770. How'd that work out for you? Okay. Ever in a situation like, damn it, why didn't I sell that stock? How did I not know it was going to go down? Now, did that seem now, did I lose anybody yet? Did I lose anyone? Just want to ask. Everybody following along? Think about it. We were only talking for what, about 10 minutes? Think how much I already just taught you of how little you know about how market works. Still there? I like Ronaldo. Got a nice little thumbs up. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the emoji. GameStop. We'll look at this example because that's been the big news lately. You know what? Stock's going up, got a trend. Then all of a sudden, the stock starts trending down. Well, where's support levels on it? The only way you're going to find support levels, you got to find where the buyers are. And if like it or not, it's going there with you, without you. That's just how it is. Unless you're going to go out there and support and buy those big buyers out there, I got news for you. You're going to get yourself hurt. And you guess what? If you were patient and you didn't jump in with all the hype, and then, because the whole idea is only at a good price, you could see it. I would have hit it. It hit there over several hours. Eventually, it went from that 15 and shot up to 17. Not because of Fausto said so. Not because of, Dave said so, or, Mr. Kitty said so. It's because the buyers showed up. That's what it all came down to it. Let's go over another example. CLSK, Bitcoin stocks, obviously, this is like, these been doing pretty well. Stock is trending down. So let me ask everybody a question. The stock's trending down. What's going to make it go back up? What's going to make this stock stop from going lower? Thanks a lot, Barb. Irving, Chris. Buyers, right? So everybody wants to have these fancy charts, right? Let's put these fancy charts. Where's these fancy charts? Fancy, 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 right? Let's get these fancy charts out here. Yeah, we need the fancy charts. We need the moving average. We need the stochastic. We need the RSI. We need Mr. Bollinger Band, right? What else we need? We need the MACD. Yeah, we need the MACD. Yeah, the MACD. Heard that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, how does that work out for you? Well, what the hell? Could you read this crap? Is this what really is going to help you distinguish or give you a game plan where to get in, where to get out? Okay. I don't know about you, but watching this stock right here and seeing how it's going up and knowing that we had a big seller out there and he got filled, that's what I want to watch. That's what I want to see. See what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? So, CLSK has got, out of every buyer at every single price level, it's got 194,000 share buyer out there at 15.25. I mean, I don't know about you, but I could buy it here at 15.48, or I could wait, another 25 cents lower and get it where I should be getting it. And guess what? You don't want to get caught buying a stock and chasing it, because this is really where the buyers are, right here. And look what happened. If you waited and you waited and you waited till 10:30 and it got to that number, which what it did, boom. Instead of paying, even though it went up, you could have still made money. Why not wait and buy where the other buyers are? Because that's what tradings are. Because buyers equal support and sellers equal resistance, where everyone does the opposite. Revyon, let's look at another one. Stock's got a nice push, right? What's going to make this stock go down, everybody? What's going to push this stock down? Exactly, sellers. Do you see sellers on a chart? You might find resistance levels in the past, but it's not indicative of the future. Go here on level 4. Look here on the sell side. I work my way down, yada, yada. Oh, look at that. Right around $12. We got a big 400 orders out there that make up 90,000. Another 36 at 23. I guess it's probably resistance levels, right? Well, guess what? Did exactly what it did. Revyon went to that 12 and came straight down to 11. Now, that's a pretty big loss. If you had 1,000 shares of that stock and you were a Revyon fan and you thought it was going to break it and didn't see that, it didn't work out too well for you, didn't it? Ever happened to anybody? Happens all the time. Let's go one more example. AMC, nice push, right? Nice trend. Now, all of a sudden, we're going to look and see, we've got to have a game plan, got to know where the resistance levels are. We're going to work our way down, and we can notice that we're at 1075, but like right around here, around $13, here we got the big order, that the 100,000 share order of 230,000. Guess what? Went from 9 and went up, came to 13 and came crashing down. Now let's think about this for a second. Do you ever buy a stock and you sell it and it keeps going higher and you're like, damn it, I should have held on to it? Or why didn't I mean, even if you made money, you're like, there was just so much more you left on the table and wondering how you could have prevented that. Well, the reason why you sold it cheap, I mean, listen, you can't go broke taking a profit. Let's be honest, okay? But if you want to maximize that profit, you got to know where the street is. Main Street doesn't make the stock move. It's Wall Street. And that's where it comes down to it. Listen, the whole thing about the GameStop, right? And the movie and stuff like that, and everyone made a lot of money. Do you know how much money people lost? I mean, you're dealing with, Wall Street. Wall Street is not going to lose. They have endless pockets, endless. And they will double down and they will triple down and whatever it is, because they know eventually it's going to come down. They might lose a lot, but they have very deep, deep pockets. Okay? Very deep pockets. Let's look at the national debt. Right? Let's look at the national debt. When did they start making a big issue about the national debt? When we were like 5 trillion, right? And then the next president came, spent more money. Then we got to 15 trillion. It's like, oh, it's the end of the world. And then we had the next president came in and he raised it to 27 trillion, right? It's going to be our kids, or whatever it is. The point is this. Where's it? We were going out of business when we were at 5 trillion. Now we're almost at 30 trillion. If we went to 50 trillion, like, when's it going to stop? The point is, okay, they have endless money, right? It's fake. It's all fake. But these people out there, they have endless money. They know even if they lose $1 billion today and $1 billion tomorrow and $1 billion the next day, they're gonna win eventually. You just got to know where to get out and where to cover on the short squeeze. How do I know all this? Because I was the guy on that side. That's where it is. And I'm here to fight for the little guy, because there's just too many people out there that blow up their accounts and they're just getting too influenced by other people out there because they never were taught by a true market maker. By the way, at the end of today's presentation, what I'm going to do, that's right, Bob, the pigs get slaughtered. You want to be a bull and a bear. I'm going to give everybody here my book. My book is actually called How to Beat Market Makers at Their Own Game, which means how to beat Wall Street, at their own game. And the thing is, you don't got to kill it. You just got to know how to make a day's pay. Now, who here would want BookViewer? The NASDAQ, get that platform. Just give me a yes or no. Garth, you'll like it. Who won't? That's a good one, Tim. I haven't heard that one in a while. All right, so let me just explain something to you before everyone freaks out. When I started, 22 years old, I had to pay $1,000 a month for this platform. $1,000. 22 years old, no job. Had to come out and dish it out of my pocket, right? Broke, living with my parents in the basement. My parents are first-generation Italian, came with no money, okay? And do you know what $1,000 was 30 years ago? That's like coming out with $3,000, $4,000 today. So think of me being you right now on this side of the conversation, okay? You're listening to me, and all of a sudden I come out and tell you this is what's going to cost. That basically eliminated about 95% of the people in the room, maybe more. Everybody's like, I'm not going to pay that much money for it. That's crazy. Like, well, or they say, you know what? It's worth it if you're making money doing it. Listen, you got to spend money to make money. Well, I was the dumbass that actually paid for it. And the only reason why I did it, and the only reason why I believed in it, is because the person that was doing the presentation that invited me there was actually my father's customer. He was one of the biggest traders out there, and he saw me. He said, you know what, son? You don't want to cut grass like your father. You want to do this for the rest of your life? or you want to live in a nice house like this. You know what? You look like a good kid. Looks like you went to college. You learned how to do it. I went to school to be a landscape architect. So you're not going to be rich. You want to be rich. You want to do, let's do this. And he was the only reason why. And my dad says, you listen to this guy. He's been my customer for 10 years. He trusts me and I trust him. So I did it. Guess what? Doesn't cost $1,000. Doesn't even cost $100. You know what this cost? $15. Now, this is the deal. This is what I can't understand. Why would anyone in this room would not pay $15 a month to see 50% of the volume and have a seat on the exchange? Now, if you're here and you want to get it, I want you to take my email address right now, okay? And let me put it in the room, Fausto, PSCTUcorp.com. And I want you to email me right now. Say, Fausto, could you give me the book, give me the link to NASDAQ to get the book viewer? Now, I don't work for NASDAQ, okay? I have no affiliation with them. I do a lot of presentations to them for several years, because the reason why is they like the way how we teach people how to use it, because they know that if you understand how to trade the market, listen, if you trade, they make money. You don't trade, they're out of business. You know what I mean? So just send me an email. But for $15 a month, how would you not want this? By the way, you're not locked into. You can cancel whenever you want. But $15, I paid $1,000 for this. $1,000, and now they're giving it for $15. $15? Give me a break. 15 stinking dollars. Okay. Now, Helen says, now I understand the communication. The first major of college was landscaping architect. Have a story. Yeah. Well, listen. By the way, Helen, I have a home living channel. Okay. So I still practice, but only for myself and for the, to impress my wife and her kids. So I still go out there and do it. Absolutely. Is it available in Canada? Absolutely. It's available around the entire world, no matter where you're logged in from. So what you're going to happen is that if you email me, we have a step-by-step instructions how to purchase it, how to customize it, because they do a terrible job on the defaults and stuff like that. You'll end up doing more harm than good. So just click on this, send me the email, and we'll get you up and running, okay? Now, I call that level 3, but there is something called level 4. So if you thought that was cool, wait till you see this stuff. This is even better, all right? So level 4, imagine having, let me show you right here. This is level 3, right here. And this is level 4. Level 4 actually shows you orders. It shows you time and sales. It shows you, you could see it now visually on a chart. So I think a reason why a lot of people get a little discouraged, on the NASDAQ book viewers, they see all these numbers, they move pretty quickly. When you look at this, you're like, well, I see all these numbers out there. I'm like, I'm a little confused. And like, how do I know where the buyers and sellers, like you see these orders out here, right? 300,000, look, 900,000. And you're like, it's just a little bunchy. So let me kind of show you on level 4. All right. Level 4, the stock get halted? I think the stock just got halted. Yeah, stock just got halted. See it right there? Just got halted, the stock. All right, which means it just stopped trading. What happened? It went up way too fast, and the orders and they had to stop trading on that. But let me clear this out, because this whole stupid indicator stuff is getting me confused. All right, let me simplify it a little bit. Get back to where we were before. All right, so here's that stock right here we were looking at. Now, you could see right here, you could see all these orders out there. Look at these big orders at $2. See that right there? This order at $2 has been out there and has been out there since 10 o'clock this morning. All right. Now you got all the orders out here and you can see the green balls getting executed. But look at all the orders out there, 1,500,000. So this stock has a very, very big resistance levels at $2. Now, can it break $2? Sure, it did. It broke that resistance levels we showed you before. How do we know it broke it? is because those sellers, somebody bought it from them, and that could happen. So that's what trading is all about. It's about following orders out there. So let me show you another quick example in the real time. So if anyone has a stock, I'm going to look at any stock because this one's actually, this is pretty cool going up that much and it's cheap. But I don't know, is there a stock somebody wants to check out? Any other stocks out there? You guys want to know a little bit more about it or whatever? I'll show you. We're going to have a little fun. All right. Dog, Apple. Of course, someone's got to talk about Apple. Let me see. Fix, Apple, Amazon. Funny. Listen, does it work for brand names? Absolutely. Let's look at Amazon. All right. All right. Let's have a little fun with Amazon. Oh, looks like it opened. All right. Look at all the orders out there. The stock's moving too fast, so let's not worry about it. We're going to teach you how to find these stocks in our trading room, so don't worry about it. You're all invited. Amazon. All right. So Amazon, let me blow this up right here. So Amazon, follow very closely, okay? So Amazon, you got, looks like you got resistance levels right around here, right? Big, on a swing trade, okay? And you got some support levels down here. You got some more buyers probably right around here. You know, you could see it like you got some orders out here. You know, there, down here. You know, you could see basically. Here you got halted again. A little ping. Now, let me show you something. What made resistance at 190? What made resistance at, why did this stock hit 190 and go back down? Can anybody tell me? Why 190? Robert, you're right. Davey, you're right. Well, it's not more buyers, it's more sellers, right? It's more sellers. And let me show you this. See right here? $200 is 500,000. 195, $250,000. 190, 170,000. Okay. So when I bring up the chart, and you look right here, look what you got. 190. You don't see the 200 because we broke, 200's not even there. But you could see that every price level that you picked was predicated on those big buyers and sellers out there. So when you want to do a swing trade, you want to do an investment, you want to do an option, you want to know how option be built, there you go. Do I rest my case? Now, who here wants to learn more about how to do this every day? Who here wants to learn how to do this? Good. So this is what I'm going to do. Cyber Trade University, which you probably will never hear from any other person that you ever been in front of. We're endorsed by more brand name, most popular brokerage firms and exchanges than any other school that you'll ever meet. Anyone. Now, let me just give you a little advice. I know some of you have taken classes before, and you listen to some people that followers, but let me explain something to you. These brokerage firms, they do background checks on us, okay? They do credit checks on us. You think they're going to want Fausto Pugliese and Cyber Trade University to do presentations for them if they thought we were teaching people how to lose money or had a bad reputation? Been doing this for 30 years, okay? And they know that if we could teach you how to be successful, you'll be a client theirs forever. And that's really what they're concerned about. And not only that, but go look at our reviews. You'll probably, if you do a search on anybody here, I've taken a training course, I could almost guarantee you 9 out of 10 of them won't have Google reviews because you could take it down because that's how bad they are, right? So, listen, our reputation is very important to us. We're very big when it comes to customer service. Every one of you could talk to our staff. We give you our direct number, which some people never get. I mean, I know you look up any other company, you can't talk to the owner. You can't talk. This is the kind of customer service that we do. All right. So what I'm looking to do is this. I would invite all of you to come to my trading room, all of you. Okay. And my professional trading room, this is the original trading room. Now, there are a lot of people out there that started one. We actually, where do you think they learned it from? Some of them are students. Okay. And we encourage them to go on, eventually move on their own. But we started the first one. So you're going to be in the original trading room that started. Now, in this trading room, this is what we do. We have a power hour that we do from 9 a.m. to 10:30. We do a live audio broadcast. We do a closing bell where we trade going into the afternoon, all live commentary. We're trading all day long. Okay, I'll show you right now. Here's the trading room right here. And you can see all the traders are in here right now. And look at all the traders on the left-hand side. And look at the stock that they're in. Look at Andrea. Look at all of them. These are all the chat of all the traders. Here's our, up here on top, this is our, our alert service, okay? So I'm going to invite all of you to come in here. And the big thing what I want you to do is I don't want you to judge us on the winners. I want you to judge us on how we control the losers, because that's everyone's biggest problem. They don't know how to control the losses. They don't know how to control these stocks, how they, why they go up and down the way they do. And not only that, but we have some of the biggest gurus in the industry that will come on and do presentations. And that's what we do. We have weekly workshops. We have all that. So you're going to get all this stuff because it's time to stop pretending. And it's time to start learning how to do it the right way. So this is all I'm asking for. I could invite you here for free, okay? But I'm not looking for free people because all I'm asking for is $9, money back guarantee. That's it. So take your phone. You could scan the QR code if you turn on your camera, or you can click that link right now. And this is what we're going to offer you for a week. You're going to get full access to our trading room. You're going to have access to all the instructors at CyberTrade University, including myself. You're going to have access to our book. You're going to have access to workshop, everything for a whole week. And we're not going to charge you a single penny after a week. Listen, I don't need your money. I don't need your $9. What I'm looking for, I'm looking to recruit new traders I could train that could be part of my team, because my goal is we end up teaching our traders so good, eventually they move on and teach other people, because that's what we're looking to do, okay? But we're always looking to recruit new traders. But I'm not looking to invite anybody to come for free. I know everybody would sign up right now for free, but I'm not looking for free people. Because if you're somebody looking for free stuff, you're not going to make money in this industry. Because that means you can't even afford the $15 of getting NASDAQ Book Viewer. But forget about paying $15. Let's focus on $9. Now, I'm going to take a couple of questions. And these are a couple of popular questions that people ask. So if you have any other questions, let me know. First thing people ask me is like, how much money do I need to start? Okay, $9. I know that sounds ridiculous, but don't worry about how much money you need to get started to trading and this and that. Everyone could afford to buy something. FFIE. Just about 3 days ago, the stock was less than 10 cents. As of right now, the stock went to $2.30. Don't tell me you couldn't buy a few thousand shares of that stock. But you don't know why it went up. You don't know why to trend it. You don't know anything. So forget about how much money you need to start. Number two, do I need a brokerage firm? No, absolutely not. We don't want you to buy, sell anything, okay? All we want you to do is to watch what's going on. You're not going to trade. You're not going to do anything. Don't worry about, oh, I got my brokerage firm. Do I have the right one? Don't worry about that. That's the least of your problems right now, okay? Another popular question is where do I get level 3 and level 4? Do I need it for the class? No, you don't. You don't need any of that stuff right now. We'll show you where to get the level 3 quotes, so you could follow along because it's very cheap for $15. Don't worry about level 4, but you don't need it for it. Right now, you just need to be in the room. Do you trade options in your room? Not only do we trade options, we do swing trading, we do investing, we do everything. Anything that's to do with the stock market, we do it. But you can't be a good option trader if you don't even know how to trade the stocks. Always remember that. So another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my book. It's exactly what you're teaching, what I'm talking about right now, how to beat market makers at their own game. You want to learn how to beat them? You can pay me $47 at Amazon and give it to Wiley, which is the biggest publishing company in the industry, or you can get it for free here by paying $9. All right. Now, this is everything that you're getting. You're going to get workshops. You're going to get Traders Talk Library. You're going to get the live trading room. This is all for a stinking lousy $9, money back guaranteed. Now, once again, why am I doing it so cheap? Is because I'm looking for just serious traders I could train. And now I'm going to give you one more bonus. One more bonus. If you register, the first 20 people that register right now, I will personally talk to you on the phone, live, me. And the reason why I'm doing that is because eventually we got to have that conversation. I need to interview you. Okay. There's only so, you're going to have a lot of questions. And you know what? There's no one better going to answer than me. So, but if I want you to be part of my team, we need to make sure that, I need to hire you. I need to see if you're qualified to be part of the team. So, but you're going to know by, and listen, if you feel shy, whatever, don't worry about it. We don't have to talk. But listen, I know a lot of you here spent thousands of dollars and can't get nobody on the phone. Nobody on the phone. You got suckered into, and I hate to use the word suckered, but listen, let's call a spade. If you're going to be successful, you should have access to those people that taught you how to trade. If they don't give you access, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money. Rich has a great question. He asked me, what's the cost after the week? Rick, does that really matter right now? If I taught you how to make 6 figures, is it worth it? Does it matter you paid a couple of hundred, a couple of $1,000s? Does it matter? That's the least of your problems right now. The only problem that you have right now is to come up with the $9 right now. That's it. I know it sounds too good to be true, but and they say it usually is. No, it's not. Take the $9 and worry about it. And make that investment. Now, I see a lot of you guys are registering right now. Let me just do a couple of shout outs. Ronaldo Lopez from Cooper City, Florida, just got your registration. Welcome aboard. You're the first one that registered. You didn't waste any time. Timothy H., you were asking me a lot of questions. I saw you chatting there like crazy. You're from Wisconsin. Got your registration. Welcome aboard. Now, listen, when you guys register, this is very important. In the process, you're going to get 5 questions. Please let us know a little bit about you. Did anyone train you? Do you have a brokerage account? Let us know how much you're trading with. It's almost like, the more you let us know about you, the better we can help you. And then the next page, you're going to book an appointment with an education advisor. He's going to do a walkthrough with you, and show you. So you don't just you're not just walking in the room and just like trading blind. You're like, okay, what am I looking at? What am I doing? So don't worry about that stuff. We got that all covered. That's why we've been doing it for a long time. We take customer service. We take you guys very, very seriously. So any other questions? Any other questions that you might have? Any other? Just regarding when could I start? I just got a message on that. So basically, I don't know what you're waiting for. You start immediately. But what you could do if you want to start on Monday, because I know some people, one person, I got a doctor's appointment. Listen, everybody in this room is pretty much in the average between the age of 50 and 90. You fit right in. We all get sick. Don't worry about it. You tell when you want to start your trial and you go from there. All right. So the thing is this, fellow traders, it's $9. What do you have to lose? If you are sick and tired of, focusing on the past, you're in positions right now, you're losing money on a trade, and you don't know why the thing's going up and going down the way it does, here's your chance to figure it out. Let me introduce you to the traders in the room, see what other people, how they think, and let me tell you, it's never too late to learn. The stock market's not going out of business. But what is going to go out of business is you if you don't learn how to do it the right way. And listen, if it's not your style, at least you could say you tried. You tried it. All right. Any other questions? You don't need a brokerage firm to trade it. A couple other people are registering right now. A couple of shout outs. Michael from Chicago, I got your registration. Welcome aboard. Alex, thank you very much. Alex P, I got your registration. Who else is this we have here? Pamela, thank you very much. Got your registration. Welcome aboard. Appreciate the vote of confidence. All right. What else do we have? Yes. Regarding about me doing a coaching class, yes, I will be able to talk to all of you. I kind of limit it on the X amount. If we go over that, you'll still talk to someone, another instructor. I only have X amount of hours to spend to recruit people, but I will do the best I can to talk to everybody here. Okay. I mean, that's my promise to you. Because you know what? There are some of you here that you're in the room and they don't talk back to you, and you got to really there's no better person to answer than me. All right. Any other questions? Evan, I didn't hear from you. Louise, you're a student, so I know who you are. Yeah, I know we have a lot of traders in here that are students of ours, and thanks for being here. I see Tim, I see Mike. Yeah, I see a bunch of you guys here. It's been awesome. All right. All right, traders. So this is what's going to happen. Your last chance to get in there. You're all going to have access to the trading room. You can see everybody's in here right now. I tell you, that was a hell of a run on FFEI. I think you would have paid your $9 back just on that one trade. So you're going to have access to that. You're going to have access to the videos. You're going to have access to classes. You'll be able to talk to somebody. You got our number. All right. If you want to call us, somebody says, what's your number? Okay. It's 516-280-5350. There you go. So you can call us on that number if you have any issues. Who else we got? Jeffrey Lee from Singapore. Wow. Okay. It's fun. We get a lot of people from Singapore. Welcome aboard. We got a lot of people from overseas, Canada, Germany, London. By the way, our website is all converted into different languages too. So if you're a little bit tough with your language, you can kind of always change it too. All right. So with that said, traders, let me just leave you off with this. You got the book. You got the promo right there. There's your link. $9 money back guaranteed. I'll see you all there. All right, traders. Thanks for listening in. And by the way, if you don't move forward with Cyber Trade University and you're not ready, whatever it is, listen, you could buy it and put it on hold when you want to pick it up for it. But we're actually going to be changing the promotion. We've been doing this promotion for a few years now. We're going to be changing it because it is a lot of work, a little overwhelming for us. So if you're really serious to doing it, it's fresh in your mind, lock in right now. But we are going to change this around next time because we do give a lot away. And, but if you don't want to move forward with us, let me just leave everybody off for the ones that didn't. You have to learn before you could earn. Don't go out there and say, let me try, and if I like it, I'll learn how to do it later. That's not the person I want to trade my money. All right. So let's not be ignorant. If you think that, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. You could really blow up your account. You need to learn you need to earn. Go out there, learn from a few people. Go out there and do your homework. Don't spend a lot of money on training, but you got to pay something just to get the feel what the style is. If it's your style, move forward with them. If it's not, go back to your day job. All right. Or give it to somebody else to trade your money for you. Because let me tell you, we all went to an election. There could be a catastrophe. And when there is, it could really hurt. Thanks for listening, everybody. See you all in the trading room.